Oh, well, excuse me. You've caught me slightly distracted and indisposed. Allow me to redirect. How are you good folks doing this evening? I'm well, thank you. I'm Matt Garrett. Perhaps we've met. Perhaps not. But maybe you've heard of me. No? Okay. Well, you fucking will. And soon. For I plan to make a little bit of a showing, if you know what I mean. Something I like to call time to pay the piper. I've been called to the ministry. I'm a preacher now. Holy man. Don't you fucking forget it. There isn't anybody really following the long line of hellfire and brimstone preachers. I was raised Baptist. If you saw the church I was raised in and what went on, you'd understand. It was as hillbilly as you get outside the Appalachian Mountains, minus fucking snakes in your fucking hands. We didn't dance with snakes. We weren't in the hill country of the Appalachian Mountains playing fucking bluegrass, but our fucking church band was like a rockabilly and fucking country band. Did like fucking Johnny Cash, Hank Williams. So there's my fucking street cred. Shut the fuck up. That's all I got. It's the only street cred I got. Oh, I've been to prison. Don't tell nobody. Might be going back to get a warrant right now. Don't tell nobody. It's top fucking secret shit. Only Washington County and I are allowed to know. TPD, don't fucking tell those retards. Whatever you do, don't mention it. And my name is not Matt Garrett when I'm out in public. It's Matt motherfucking Garrett. They're not that bright. It throws them off, every time. They hear the motherfucking before they hear anything else. It's a trick. Psychological mind trick. Something I learned studying the occult. But I don't do that anymore. Well, officially I don't do that anymore. Much. Unless you ask me to. Here's the deal. Let me explain what time to pay the piper is, or as I like to refer to it some of the time to pay the motherfucking piper. It's not just a catchphrase that makes me look like a really skinny hillbilly wrestler with no game. It is actually my new mantra, and I have several of those, but this is the first of a long line of mantras that I will be adopting. I'll give you a sneak peek on one of the other ones. Fuck the government. It's a popular theme amongst people like I, like-minded people as I, such as I. Snowflakes don't even bother. All you understand is cram a bunch of fucking government up everybody's fucking ass, and hopefully nobody's feelings will be hurt. How far did that fucking get you? Oh, we don't hurt anybody's feelings, but we run fucking missiles up kids' asses. So there you fucking go. Fucking hypocrites. Posers. I only use the word hypocrite when I'm in a deep philosophical discussion. By the way, in case you don't know, my mind is a philosophical it's philosophically correct, and it cannot understand anything that is not philosophically correct. Now, if I don't have all the information, obviously, that's the exception to the rule. But if I have all information or enough of the pieces of the puzzle to make the right guess, I just naturally do it. I believe it's a gift from God. I do have faith. I do believe in God. I don't believe he's a bearded motherfucker up in the clouds getting mad at motherfucking people, telling them to go to hell. or hate on the motherfucking faggots. But I do believe in a intelligent design factor. Um, per many of my favorite heroes, a lot of my heroes embrace intelligent design. You probably don't know who the fuck they are because you're uneducated, or maybe you are educated. You still probably don't know who the fuck they are. Niels Bohr, Buckminster Fuller, um, Max Planck, the guys you don't fucking see on bumper stickers. I'm not gonna fucking say Einstein, but I will say Max Planck is Einstein's mentor, and was the uh, was the man to receive the letter from Einstein that was the theory of relativity. And at first glance, he knew it was, he knew it was something. I mean, he didn't think it was horse shit. I mean, but looked at it one time, and the next time he looked at it, well, what the fuck? And, the rest is history. Einstein was a fucking patent clerk. So, I have a 7th grade education. I don't let that get me down. If somebody has a problem with it, I'll beat their fucking ass or tell them to fuck off, fuck their girlfriend, something, some sort of retaliation. I can beat them in a battle of the wits, usually, typically, not always. I'm not perfect, but I usually can. But it's not as fucking fun as getting drunk and kicking a motherfucker's ass. It's just not. Especially if I know I can kick that motherfucker's ass. Now, if it looks like I'm gonna have some issues, I'll have a motherfucker kick the motherfucker's ass, and I'll watch. There is no honor in that. Well, I have a little book here that maybe you've heard of. Well, let me grab it real quick. This is how every war has ever been won, and this is actually how the Vietnam War was lost, because these guidelines were not followed. The ultimate guideline in Sun Tzu's Art of War: win at all motherfucking costs. So, honor has no place on the battlefield unless you're a fucking fool. Little history lesson, also a little philosophical lesson for you guys. Free of charge, but I am going to start fucking charging. I'm not the smartest motherfucker in the world, but I promise I know more than most people I fucking talk to, just by admitting shit to anybody, everybody, and myself. That's the first big step. Truth is often right in your fucking face, but denial is a bitch. Get over it. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a poser. Paying the piper is what I'm doing right now. It is statements of it is the admission of opposing the federal and state and local governments. It is the admission of opposing all establishments outside of the individual. I only believe in the individual. I believe in anarchic. I believe in anarchy as it would be leveling the playing field and giving the responsibility, the rights, back to the individual, for better or worse. And I could go into that further, but I think I'll save that for my little video on anarchy is not fucking chaos, dumbass. Maybe I can get Larkin Rose to Skype with me on that, and he's a little nicer about it than I am. He doesn't tell people to fuck off directly, but he is pretty aggressive though. Gotta watch those fucking redhead Irish motherfuckers. So paying the piper is doing what you've always wanted to, but you never fucking did because you were a pussy, a poser, a faggot, nigger, whatever the fuck you were that wasn't truth or wasn't what you would do. The paying the piper is the uncensored version of anybody. Now, I'm not going completely uncensored here. I mean, I'm not trying to attract attention to myself, being that I have a fucking warrant and been in a lot of trouble my whole life. I'm not trying to go to fucking jail. I'm not a fucking moron. I'm trying to abolish government before they have a chance to fucking pick me up on that shit. I'm smarter than that. See? Fuck, that might be my entire fucking directive or drive for the whole thing. You'll never know. It's at least one of them. It's on the list. So, paying the piper is uncensoring oneself, which a friend of mine, Mr. Rudy Guara, informed me of something that I never really thought about it, even though the term is basic. Social disintegration. Most of the time we think disintegration, we think somebody getting their ass capped, or a rocket launcher taking out a fucking towel head and they explode into fucking blood. Wow, he disintegrated. Okay, well, that's kind of a slangy fucking use of that term, actually. I mean, the definition is disintegration. So if you're integrated into society and you like it, you like being a little pussy conformist, then you're fine with remaining integrated. I myself am not. Much like people like Jesse James, Jesus Christ, and Gigi Allen. I prefer to disintegrate from society. And I like culture. And society is fine until it isn't. And it's not right fucking now at all. And it's been getting worse. And the reason is because people are fucking convinced that the answers to everybody's problems lies in what the leaders do. And for your information and for everybody's information, you didn't pick those leaders. You may think you picked those leaders, but you don't pick those leaders. And the way those leaders are picked, seem funny? It does to everybody else. It does to fucking everybody. And everybody's uttered as much. Government by the people for the people. Well, that's a real nice idea. Too bad it got fucking hijacked half a fucking century ago while everybody was asleep. And that's the damn truth. And if not 50 years ago, 25, 30, at some point, in some capacity, yes, without a doubt. It may even be worse than we all would like to admit. And if you can't admit it to yourself, hit the fucking road. I ain't got nothing for you, and you ain't got nothing for me. You're a weakness. Part of the problem or part of the solution. There's only you can only be on my team or be off my team. If you are off my team, you are a traitor. If you are on my team, you are a protected patriot. As much as I possibly can extend my protection or the protection of others that are associated with me. For as long as they will, because people puss out real easy. It'd be kind of corny to say this is the fucking resistance, but I don't know anybody else that is as much of a resistor as I am. I mean, I don't duck in and out of fucking online shadow site, subweb, anonymous bullshit. I walk around in public and tell people what the fuck I think. I don't have a fucking mask, and if I did, I wouldn't fucking wear it. It doesn't do me any good. We're all exposed. We're all exposed, and if you think any different than that, or if you are in deep hiding and it's working for you somehow, more power to you. But hiding from the truth and hiding from your destiny and not fighting on your fucking feet and dying right now, if that's what it took to keep sending that fucking message, Jesus H fucking Christ, or anybody like him, then you're a traitor. Said plain and simple. You're either a patriot or a traitor. You're either willing to be a patriot and pay the fucking piper, or you can slip back into the shadows as a traitor. Ignorance is bliss, I suppose. Check you fucking later. If you are a traitor, don't let me know. At least fool my ass.